dummy, go beast on them. I go beast. Go deep, I OD on them. I OD. Apply pressure, put heat on them. Put that 500 degrees on them. 500 degrees. Go dummy, go beast on them. I go beast. Go deep, I OD on them. I OD. Apply pressure, put heat on them. Put that 500 degrees on them. 500 degrees. Countdown, levitate. Going up, elevate. Watch me demonstrate. On time, never late. I grind, celebrate. No pump, fake, hesitate. I've been scoring every day. Champagne Perrier. Since 9-3, been in the box, now stepping up to home. Like straight out the sandlot, now I'm plotting on the globe. I work hard, I show love, that calm and steady grind. Got this far, I go hard, let God take control. I was starving skinny, now my weight up, got no energy for haters. See you trying, see you later. I'm shooting for the stars, need no laser beam, blowing like the greatest, but it's one who's always greater. Yo, go dummy, go beast on them. I go beast, go deep, I OD on them. I OD. Apply pressure, put heat on them. Put that 500 degrees on them. 500 degrees. Go dummy, go beast on them. I go beast, go deep, I OD on them. I OD. Apply pressure, put heat on them. Put that 500 degrees on them. 500 degrees. Smile good, skin clear. This here my year. Hey, look up here. This here my tier. Same fit 4 days. I grind 4 ways. I play no games. All me, no blame. On the wave, my own wave. Can't stop my shine. In the lane, my own lane. Can't stop my grind. 40 yard in the V12 and like 1.5. At 19, I cleared 19 in a month, no lie. Oh God. I was starving skinny, now my weight up, got no energy for haters. See you trying, see you later. I'm shooting for the stars, need no laser beam, blowing like the greatest, but it's one who's always greater. Yo, go dummy, go beast on them. I go beast, go deep, I OD on them. I OD. Apply pressure, put heat on them. Put that 500 degrees on them. 500 degrees. Go dummy, go beast on them. I go beast, go deep, I OD on them. I OD. Apply pressure, put heat on them. Put that 500 degrees on them. 500 degrees.
What's up, everybody? You know what it is. Let's go. Rise Up late night, baby. Usually we got Rise Up early, but I don't even think that this game was worth the Rise Up early. This one gets a late night. I'm sorry. That was my greatest impression of The Price is Right Horn, because that's exactly what we got to see. But before we get into this, make sure you like and share. We are right here on Facebook, on YouTube, on every doggone one of your sets, Anchor, whatever the case may be. You make sure you share this to your aunties, cousins, brothers, sisters, uncles, because this show is about to get real. And by the way, I got two of the realists right here. By the way, let me get it going, get it started by shouting out my co-host, Joe Monster McDowell from Trainwreck Sports. What's good? Monster, what's up?
Man, just ass all day, just straight, just ass. Like, we'll get into it, but it killed my spirit. It killed my spirits. But we'll talk about it. We'll see what happened, went wrong. You know what I'm saying? I got some thoughts about Dable, game plan, and all that stuff. So, we're going to kick the actual factuals.
Absolutely. By the way, this guy predicted that this one, if he would have traveled to this one, would have been straight ASS. He predicted this weeks ago. He told me that the next road game he was going to was Tampa. He said, I ain't going to Jacksonville. And he was right about it. Once again, this guy who's been right for a long time, folks. My guy, the mighty Oba, Pat Freeman is in the house. Pat, what's good, man? What's up?
What's happening? How y'all doing? Pleasure to be with you. Always a pleasure. Unfortunately, we're talking about a bad football game today. Bad football game.
Bad football game. I mean, where can we start? Where do we need to start with this? First and foremost, Pat, Joe, I need to know what you thought this game actually was going to be and why that didn't happen today. I need to know. Give us the straight, cold, hard facts. Start with my guy, Pat Freeman.
Well, I thought the Bills should have won this game easily, but our offense didn't show up. Once again, Brian Dable, 2 weeks in a row. I mean, think about it. Miami played the Bills tough. It was 3-3 at halftime last week. But he has not answered the bell since the bye week. And unfortunately, the offense still looks like it's enjoying the bye week. So I don't know. Cody Ford, my God, man. He is god awful. Awful. Cody Ford should change his name to the Butler because he was just seeing people conducting people straight to Josh Allen. I'm like, dude, you are awful. And Dion Dawkins is my guy. I love the guy. But he has struggled since coming back from COVID. And Ike Boutier usually is pretty good, but he was god-awful today, and Darrell Williams was god-awful. So the only person I felt that was decent on the line was Mitch Morse, and unfortunately he didn't get any help, and Brian Daboll didn't do very much to help out this offense, and it led to Josh Allen having a horrible day.
Bigger problem. I need to know right now. I'm going to ask you, Monster. Bigger problem. Offensive line, offensive play calling. Which one? Which one is the bigger problem right now?
Both were ass. Okay. Brian Daboll has been Josh Allen's OC his whole career. Like, this is what the plays you come up with, like Pat said, the last 2 weeks. Like, this is the game plan you came up with. That tells me they didn't spend a lot of time on this game plan, nor did they make adjustments. Once they realized that Cody Ford was being a sieve and the rest of the offensive line wasn't doing shit, they didn't make play call adjustments to, you know what I mean, to get around that problem. They just called the same things, and it got frustrated. We looked good on a couple drives that died. We got turnovers. And it's just Josh was running for his life all day. Like, he was running for his life all day. I don't know what the hell the offensive line was doing. You know what it was? We got cocky. We went down there and we got smacked in the mouth. That's what happened. Ooh. I don't think any time was spent on this game plan. It was a very basic, bland game plan. You could see it. Jacksonville had no problem making the small adjustments that we made, and we couldn't do anything. The number one offense against Jacksonville, really? And that's the effort we put up? That's what Daboll puts on the table for us to eat with all of our dogs? How long did it take before Stephon Diggs touched the ball? We still don't have a run game. Like, when do we address the problem that is Devin Singletary and Zach Moss and our lack of a run game?
Pat, I need you to elaborate on that before I go fire start.
Well, he didn't say anything that's wrong. I mean, we don't have a run game. We don't even, now to get this, you ran the ball 14 times for 5.1 yards a carry, but teams that run the football usually run 25, 30 times a game. Brian Daboll, he threw the ball 46 times, only ran the ball 14 times. That's a recipe for disaster. Also, our red zone offense has been bad since Tennessee. If you remember, we're not scoring touchdowns anymore, and we didn't score a touchdown this week at all. And when we had opportunities, we did not take advantage of them. So I agree with everything Monster has said.
I said it to my son the first drive we got down in the red zone and we bricked. I'm like, 3 plays in a row, they don't throw it anywhere near the end zone. It's swing passes, it's a dump, they're not taking shots. Like, they didn't take one shot the first time in the red zone. They took no shots. There was no legitimate threat to score unless somebody made a move or somebody broke a tackle.
Well, I will say this right now. You are watching Rise Up Late Night, the Buffalo Bills edition. And the call line is 716-481-8249. Right there, you see it. If you want to get your opinion up, get your opinion on the show, make sure you bang my line. Bang my line right now. I want to hear some Bills Mafia. I want to hear some excuses. I want to hear some reasons. I want to hear some sob stories. I want to hear the whole 9 yards. I want to hear
Marcus Betts call in and tell me why CeeDee Lamb's better than Stephon Diggs, but CeeDee Lamb get put up a total of 4 points for me today. In a week, I'm going to lose because they have the best receiving core. Call in and get some of me. I want to hear from you, Marcus Betts. Come on with it.
Yeah. By the way, got to read some of these comments. John Suggs said, when the Bills, the Green Bay Packers, when the Dallas and the Eagles all lose in the same day, it's a happy day for him. Michael Leonard said, the refs suck. Josh said, sorry the Bills lost. You ain't got to apologize. Dwayne said, Very disappointing loss. Willem Bombard said, fire Brian Daboll now. There's no other way to say it. John Suggs also replied, Buffalo probably has been inconsistent in not executing on offense. Go back and look at the Steelers and Miami game. Okay, with that being said, Scott Brand is in the building too. Shouldn't be having these discussions, period. You are absolutely right, Scott. I've been saying this for years. Pat Freeman, since he put me on to this Bills stuff and this media stuff, knows that I've never been a big fan of Brian Daboll, and this is part of the reason right here. You can look at any game that Brian Daboll has coordinated in the NFL, point blank clear. I don't care if the Bills won by 30. He has a point in the game where you're like, dun, 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 dun. What's going on, Brian? What's up with you? Like, what are you doing? Like, why, if you're a passing team, are you power running the football 3 times in a row when you're in enemy territory? Some of this stuff just bedazzles me on what he does. Like running bunch formation runs with Josh Allen when you know it doesn't work. That kills me too. Brian Daboll has been a big problem, but this offensive line is a major issue. Can I say no continuity? Can I say that Cody Ford, you traded up to get Cody Ford? He sucks. He's like the Ford family. The Ford family found on road dead. He sucks. He just flat out plain and simple sucks. And he's sorry. I'm sorry. But Spencer, when is Brown coming back? Can you get him on the field now? They need to make a phone call right now and say, hey, listen, you need to magically heal up because you magically suck. This guy magically sucks.
We kept him, but traded Wyatt Teller.
Unbelievable right now. I'm just going to be honest. The Bills are playing down to their competition. Miami barely won. Got their boots smoked today. I don't care if they lost by a field goal. Folks are like, oh, well, they only lost by a field goal. No, you got your boots smoked by a 1-6 football team. Josh Allen just destroyed Josh Allen in the Buffalo Bills offense. By the way, guess what? Dun, 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 dun. Starting to see a real thing with this. Buffalo Bills offensive line. Maybe it's just average or mediocre. Want to know why I think that? What did they do against Pittsburgh's defensive line? Choked it up. What did they do against Tennessee's defensive line? Choked it up. Oh, I'm sorry. And they barely beat Miami last week. And then you got your boot smoke today. This right here is what we call being arrogant. Didn't I say last week about him being arrogant? Hold on. Let me bring this up too right now. Last week's topic question was, how do people feel about Josh Allen being the front runner in Vegas for MVP? Do anybody remember what I said? I said that was a distraction, totally demonstrative, and totally disingenuous. To bring that up while you just beat the Miami Dolphins, who are a terrible team, and Josh didn't even play his best. Yes, too much pressure on Allen. His play calling is inconsistent. Yes, we know. Brother, we talk about running game. What do the Bills need to do with this running game? They didn't have a running game last year. So what's the difference between the running game last year and the running game this year? I need to know. Pat, take us away with it.
Oh, it's Daboll. I think it's Daboll does not use his running backs correctly. And it showed each and every week. We don't know how good our running backs are, but if you look at their averages and the comparison of how many times they touch the ball, these guys barely touch the ball, man. Last year, Devin Singletary only averaged 10 carries a game, whereas number one running backs, even if you're doing a split or alternation between the two, it's usually 10, 15 in that area in the NFL. Daboll is just a very pass happy, and he doesn't do things to help his quarterback during the course of the game. And we saw that. And tell me something. Is he trying? Is he really trying to make Josh Allen be the next Cam Newton? Do you see what the hits have done to Cam Newton's career? Multiple surgeries. I mean, this is the NFL, dude. You keep letting him run the ball and getting these culmination of hits, you're going to be the one that, cuts down on this young man's career time. And I just don't understand why he wants to use Josh Allen as his third running back rather than I see another TJ Yeldon situation happening with Matt Breida. I mean, you got a guy that's one of the fastest running backs in the league, and you can't fit him in your game plan. A couple of times these last two games, I would have liked to see Matt Breida on the football field. But we're not seeing that. You held the Jacksonville Jaguars to 230 yards, 9 points. That's a game you're supposed to win. I'm sorry.
With no James Brown, with no James Robinson, their best weapon on offense, and you still got beat. Okay, so let's address this. Let's address it now. Monster, what do they need to do to improve this running game? Do they need to go get somebody? Do they need to go look at the waiver wire? Do they need to go reaching somewhere?
What I genuinely feel down in my soul about our running game is they don't trust Devin Singletary. For whatever reason, that's why he doesn't get the work. That and Dable calls the plays where 95% of the game you're pass blocking, and then the couple run plays you get here and there, the offense gets caught off guard. They get caught. They get stuffed because 90% of the time we're passing. That's all they're doing is pass blocking. So when it comes to the run blocking, we're kind of shit at it. When it comes to Cody Ford, he's kind of shit at both. But you see what I'm saying? I don't think they have the faith in Devin Singletary. The fact that Matt Breida is inactive for Moss and Singletary, and TJ Yeldon, like I get the special team things or what have you, but get him in there. What did you bring him here for? He's probably wondering the same thing. What did you sign me for if you're not even going to make me active? Like, play me. Like, our run game is shit. I can obviously do something to improve it. Like, can you imagine a young Sean McVay with this offense? Granted, we don't have the home run hitters at running back, but work them in some way where they're effective. Short screens, swing passes, something other than what you're doing with them, because what you're doing with them is not working. How did New England win those Super Bowls with no run game? They used the short pass game as their run game, and they got it done. That's a good offensive coordinator will make that happen. He's pass happy. He's got a decent pass mind, but not being able to work the run in there, it's going to bite us in the ass. It has in the past. You need to be two-headed. You need to have a decent run game to set up that massive pass game. I'm out of fucking breath now, so now I'm done talking.
Listen. I knew this was going to be a explosive show, by the way. And again, call line is open, 716-481-8249 for those who aren't out of breath, who aren't gasping for air.
I had 40 more thoughts, and my big-ass old lungs were like, you're done right now. I was like, all right, I got you. You don't have to cut me off. My lungs will do it for you.
Listen, this was the question of the day last week. It's right there. I ain't even erased it. I didn't erase it. That's just crazy. I don't think we need to have that conversation.
Like, don't get into week 9. Who cares in week 9 who the NFL has? It's week 9. Like, you got injuries, you got games like today where stupid shit happens. Like, I don't care about that. I'm not a gambling guy. I don't care what the over-under is. It's like, whatever. I don't pay attention to none of that shit. It's like if I was a professional athlete, that's the stuff I would block out. I don't pay attention to any of that. You're the front runner. Who says who? The people that count? Because they're on the other teams trying to beat my ass every week. That's what they think. Right. Like, so I'm not going to put the crown on my head in fucking week 9 when I've accomplished nothing.
Right. Absolutely. I agree. And I thought it was totally a distraction. Total distraction. And then you come out this week and you do that. You put up a doozy in Jacksonville. That was supposed to be a game you take care of business. You're supposed to take care of business, going back to doing whatever you was doing with your season. That's what type of game that was. And come to find out, you just let Trevor Lawrence with 118 yards passing today. 118 yards passing beat your supposed to be top 3 AFC team in the leagues behind.
They missed 3 field goals in a row. Don't forget that. That dude bricked 3 field goals in a row.
Yes, he did.
I've never seen that.
It was
He's
amazing.
terrible.
It was amazing. I'm
And
like,
we
this giving
still
this guy
lost.
another shot. Like,
What was his
and he
name?
wins
Mark,
again.
what was his name? Mark Wright? Matt Wright? Well, he couldn't get it right.
Right.
One of those three.
He was ass. You
we-
got that right.
we need to address something else too. Stephon Diggs and them are not getting open like they did last year. Would you attest this to now having tape this year from last year? Would you attest that to teams actually really, preparing for them? The Bills are not the hunters anymore. They're the hunted, and it seems like teams are hunting for them. What would you say on that, Pat? You got a lot of X and O experience. Monster, you as well. Is this a pattern of teams actually game planning for these guys?
Well, Wade Phillips told me after the 5th game, teams have a good amount of book on you. And that's when you start seeing what coaches are made of. They start trying to take away the things that you do best. And the Bills have to make adjustments to that. The last 2 games, you've seen that with how teams are attacking the Bills' offense. Miami did an excellent job. It's just they couldn't do anything with it. The score at halftime was 3-3. But Jacksonville really implemented the same type of game plan, except for, they really didn't do anything either. They beat you 9-6. Come on, man. I mean, that's pretty ugly. And our offense, it had opportunities. Once again, all of a sudden, we used to be the most efficient team in the red zone. Now we're becoming one of the worst teams in the red zone. And today we were incapable of finishing anything we started. And that's the biggest problem you're having on offense. And it starts up front. It starts with your offensive line. Darrell Williams today was god-awful. Cody Ford was god-awful. Ike Butier was god-awful. And I'm telling you, Dion Dawkins has not been the same since he's come back from COVID.
Me and Pat said the same thing.
What COVID has some look at Jaylen Brown of the Boston Celtics. He said after each game since he's come back from COVID, he feels like he's played 3 games. And in the Tennessee game, the Bills were on a drive, a very long drive to win the game, and you call a play to Dion Dawkins' side, he gets blowed up. That's exhaustion, man. That's absolute exhaustion. And and I know, you guys have played the game. A long drive, man, wrestling with somebody for 5 or 6 plays in a row, please, you hit the wall. And some plays you just got to suck it up and make it happen if you can physically do it. I think Dion is struggling from some after effects of COVID. This young man was in the hospital for 4 days. He was a lot sicker than what they let on. And I think he is struggling on that left side of the line. And Cody Ford, man, either the waiter, butler, call him what you want to, because all he was doing was escorting people back to Josh Allen today. I mean, that's what he did. This is a horrible game for him, and you moved up to get him. You had to bench him. It is not looking good for Cody Ford being in Buffalo very much longer.
Yeah, absolutely. Michael John Gear said they were on the 39 when they could have tried a 55-yard field goal. By the way, I am loving all of the comments that's coming through right now.
Keep them coming.
Keep them coming. Please keep them coming. Right. I mean, at least take one shot down the field, right? Dwayne said,
They're not aggressive. They said the first drive in the 20, they don't go for the end zone once. Where are the throws down the field? I get it. He's not getting time. But shit, 3-step drop and gun it up there if you have it. Like, is it simply not there? Like you said, are they getting open or are they not getting open? Is it tape? I think it's a mixture of both. Okay, you have tape on every receiver in the league. Did it stop Randy Moss from getting open? No, it's talent. Right. Did it stop Weapon X when he was there? Whatever the hell his name is, Michael Irvin? No. Des Bryant? No. Terrell Owens? No, because they had talent. Fuck, Steve Smith's this big. He got open. They had tape on him. Like, it's talent over tape. They can have all the tape you want. Your talent should supersede that if you work hard and you know what the hell you're doing. So the fact that they have tape on him, I don't buy it. We pay you a lot of money to make a lot of plays. Get out there and make the plays that we're paying you to make. Offensive line, your job is to block. I told Lincoln the same thing when he was in school. Your job is to stand there and make a wall. Block. That's your quarterback. Do not let him get killed. And just today, like I said, I think they went in there cocky. The game plan was cocky, and it wasn't a good game plan. The players were cocky, and they got smacked in the mouth by a team with nothing to lose. It's the Rocky story. They got beat on a game they shouldn't have.
Don't disagree. Any given day in the NFL, if you don't bring your A game, you're going to suffer at the end of the day, and that's what you saw today. Bills have not played their A game since the bye week.
And I thought they were really good after the bye week. I mean, last year they ran it up. They ran it up the whole rest of the season after the bye week, right?
Absolutely, they did.
Get to officiating. I want to hear his takes on officiating before he's got scooped.
Oh, yeah.
It was god awful, man. I do not like games where flags are just being thrown. All it does is interfere with a professional game, and these guys were just throwing flags. You were wondering if any play would count at any point of the game, and that to me was a sign that this is a pretty bad officiating crew. They most certainly gave the Bills a gift at the end. They gave them another opportunity because that was definitely a fumble. They missed that. They didn't even review it.
Right.
If you see the replay, the ball was on. It was on the ground before Josh even hit the ground. So, they missed that. That worked in the Bills' favor. But one other thing before I leave, I'm sorry. I didn't agree with going for the punt block at the end. You had 7 seconds. You've got an A-class field goal kicker. I would have put Isaiah. I would have put a return on. See if I can get myself in any kind of position to see if that guy can kick a 60, 70-yarder. And he's as accurate a kicker as I've seen in his prime. And I just didn't agree with that at the end. Coach McDermott, I would like to hear his reasoning on that. Maybe I'll ask him that tomorrow during the virtual post-game show. On Monday, it's a virtual thing, so we all get to ask questions, and that might be the one. What was his reasoning behind not putting a return on with 7 seconds left? Because basically he kicked it. Nobody's back there. Game over. Yep. Nobody touched it. It didn't hit the end zone. Wasn't a touchback. I'm not saying it would have worked either way, but I would have liked to see a return put on. At least give yourself a chance. You know what I'm saying? And the chance he took was a punt block.
Let me get your thoughts on this. I'm interested to hear your thoughts on this before you get out of here. And this was probably the third game that I've noticed this. Now, with this game having so many personal fouls and so many penalties, did you catch that they reviewed and replayed maybe 2 out of 10 of them? You never got to see what was actually called for the flag. They're not showing them. Do you think that at some point somebody from the network said, listen, these refs are bad. Stop showing these replays of these penalties, these ghost calls, that if you show them, they're just going to make the league and the officiating look even worse. And it kind of strikes me that kind of came and started when they legalized gambling. Like, our refs all of a sudden don't know how to call it. Like,
That's
do you find that as odd? But I found this real odd today in the game that they didn't review three-fourths of those personal fouls. We never got to see what those flags were thrown for. We were explaining what the ref said, and they moved on. They never showed the replays. And I'm finding it's more and more that they're not showing them.
Right. And they reversed. Remember they called the one on the number 7?
They called it for Mitch Trubisky. He's a COVID recall.
Right. And then they reversed one on, I think they reversed it in Davius White.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, what are y'all watching here that you got to reverse those type of calls? So I think you're absolutely right. Andre, I got to go to another show. I appreciate you inviting me on with you and Monster. Always a pleasure. You guys are doing a great job. Hey, hopefully they get this thing together this next week. You got another tough game. You got teams, like Monster said, they ain't got nothing to lose. You can play loose. You're going to play your best. Hey, you expect another tough game with the Jets if you don't bring your A game.
Jets beat Cincinnati. Jets beat Tennessee. Like, the Jets are – you come with another effort like this, and they're going to smack you in the mouth.
Absolutely. All right, fellas.
It was a pleasure, sir.
We want to thank you very much for coming on, Pat Freeman. By the way, okay, so Monster, the Mighty Oba, we appreciate the Mighty Oba always giving us, the lovely insight. By the way, I need y'all. Come on, man, y'all ain't banged my line once. Bills Mafia. I need to. My phone is waiting. It's waiting for phone calls. It is waiting.
Do you think I was going back and being nice because Pat Freeman was here? Is that what you're gonna say?
No. Because this ain't no nice game. We ain't being nice today. Today is not the day for being nice. Okay.
I kept it kind of PG-13 and homage to Pat Freeman because I'm sure he doesn't get down like that. Maybe I misjudge or what have you, but I like to show respect.
But it's all good. You showed respect to the Mighty O, but we ain't gonna show respect today because we show respect when they do good, and when you do what you just did today, you deserve this tongue lashing, this butt whooping, this ass kicking of a podcast that you getting right here. By the way, you watch it Rise Up Late Night Buffalo Bills edition. All right, I need folks to bang my line. Bang my line. Hello, 716-481-8249.
Somebody calling and bang the line. I'm gonna get another beer. Pat Freeman's not here, so let's take the censor off a little bit. Let's get a little more real on how we feel about what happened today. Now,
let's get a little more.
I'm gonna go get a beer. Excuse me while I put my junk in the camera. Bam! I'm gonna go get a beer.
By the way, let me read some of these comments. You have to give it to the Bills defense. They held Jacksonville to no points. They didn't score a touchdown. They ain't even pinched the end zone, right? They didn't. Tennessee had no receivers in that game, though. Yeah, we know. We know they ain't had no receivers. 9 points. 9 points. Trash. Caroline, what's up? That game was trash. I think they were sleeping. Yeah, all of them been sleeping. I don't know what's going on. They definitely was sleeping, and yes, McKenzie could have possibly ran that back. He could have. Definitely ran that back. So while we talking about all these miscues, right? I need y'all in the comment section or the call right now and tell me who's the donkey of the day in this game. All right. I need the donkey of the day. All right. Who's the donkey of the day? Who's the worst player on the football field today? Put it in the comment section or call 716-481-8249. Monsters cracking open beer, and I'll crack open the cranberry juice.
Why, you got a fucking yeast infection or something? What do you drink cranberry juice for? A urinary tract infection? What are they for?
You know what, sir? I like to keep my system clean. Yes, I do. Unlike the Buffalo.
You take the juice of cranberries. I take the juice of
Right. So here we go.
The donkey of the day, in my opinion, was the fucking officials. All right. Let's just lay it on the line for what it was. You're a fucking billion-dollar business, okay? Let's not get it fucking twisted. The NFL is an entertainment business. That's what their job is, to make fat fucks like me sit on the couch and watch what they're doing. They're an entertainment business, okay? And the best officials you can come up with are motherfuckers that you can't even show the replay for the penalties they call that change the game because they're so fucking terrible. Who's in charge of officiating? Who's in charge of scouting these assholes, getting them trained and putting them on the fucking football field? Who's in charge of doing that? Because the asshole that's doing that, give me his name and fucking phone number. I'd like to go pay him a visit and tell him that he's doing a fuck of a job. You know what I'm saying?
I love it.
All right? The officiating was absolutely fucking terrible. You can't find better ding-dongs than these assholes that are on the field with no fucking clue what they're doing. They're calling Mitch Trubisky. They got the teams wrong. Look, I can understand calling 57 or 51. You know what I'm saying? Try something close. You got the fucking team wrong. You called it on the wrong team. Like, you're a professional fucking referee, and you call it on the wrong fucking team. Like, are you shitting me?
Can we get some ladies? Can we get some ladies to officiate? Because ladies are of detail. Ladies are all about detail. We should get some lady officials. Some more lady officials. I bet you the game will go a lot smoother and the calls will be called the way they're supposed to. I promise you. Shout out to the ladies out there that's doing it big in sports world. By the way, I had to put that out there. Got to put that out there. Okay. Josh Allen, own Josh Allen. Cedric said Josh Allen is the donkey of the day. Ford is the donkey of the day, according to Michael John Gallagher. Carolyn, Miss Doyle said, yeah, it's Josh Allen for sure.
You can't give it to Allen. He had no fucking time. What did you want him to do? Like, it was a jailbreak every play. Like, he had no time for the receivers to get open. Like, well, what did you want Josh to do? Was there a couple silly plays? Yeah. But again, he's trying to make a play. His balls are in his throat. Like, where did you want Josh to go with it? What did you want him to
do? Will Lumumbar said donkey of the day is Brian Daboll for sure. Definitely Brian Daboll for sure. Donkey of the day. All right. We are talking about the donkey of the day. If y'all just tuning in to Rise Up Late Night, the Buffalo Bills edition, I got my guy Monster Joe McNeil in the building with the fire starter, the Torch, Andre, the Torch Robinson, obviously. You know me. Then he said, then Ford. And Michael said the old line is just ass. You know, that's been a theme today. That's been a theme today. Monster, I'm telling you right now, if I had to grade this performance on the asshole meter from 1 to 10 on the asshole meter, this would be a -15 on the asshole meter. I swear to God, it would. It would be like beyond ass. This is like dumpster juice, astronomically. Just
I take the asshole meter that you have into the fucking dressing room, and I'd be like, all right, we're in the locker room. I take the 6 offensive linemen in a row, and I would just be like, you fucked us, you fucked us, you fucked us, you fucked us, you fucked us. Like that's how it would happen. Like there's no you can't handle that with kid gloves. It was fucking bad. Okay? It was fucking bad. What they did today in the effort was fucking bad. Now, Dion, who is a friend of mine, yes, it's been hard since he got back from COVID. It fucked him up real bad. So Dion's trying. They don't have anything better for him. They just kind of stick them in the fire. Like, he's trying his fucking best. It's not an excuse, okay? It's not an excuse, and it's not on Dion. If he's not ready to play, get somebody in there that can. Get somebody in there that can protect. Again, it's not a knock on Dion, but if physically he can't perform yet because of COVID, get somebody in there who can. Let the guy heal and get stronger and get better. He didn't have shit to fucking prepare for it. But Cody Ford has no excuse. You mean to tell me that John Feliciano goes out and Spencer Brown and all of a sudden we got our heads in our asses and we don't know how to fucking block anybody anymore? Like I said, we still got Cody Ford, but we got rid of Wyatt Teller. Like, he's one of the best linemen in the fucking league. They gave him up for donuts. Like, I don't want to hear it. Brian Daboll came in with a cocky game plan. Like I said, it seems like they didn't really have a game plan. It's a very lazy game plan. It doesn't seem like they spent a lot of time on it. It seems like the Buffalo coaching staff felt that they were going to come in, kick them in the mouth, and we were going to fucking roll pretty easy. So when they realized that Jacksonville was actually playing and they had some players and they were going for it, it kind of caught us in the fucking mud. Daboll never adjusted. The line never blocked. Nobody really played fucking football today. 9-6 to the Jags is fucking pathetic. We should expect more. We should get more. And today, they fucking dropped the ball, and they got to own up to it.
Absolutely, they got to own up to it. And they got to own up to the fact that they're really not that damn good. They are not as good as they were last year, by the way. I just want to put that out there. Dawkins, Josh. Oh, C. Blanco, what's good, my bro? I see you. I see you in here. If Ford starts next week, someone needs to get fired. We need better players on the waiver wire to start. They're part-time refs. That's why they're so bad. We could get better players on the waiver wire. 100% nailed that take on officiating. Too many penalties. Got to clean that up. Y'all garbage asses had one job, said LB Smith. Hilarious. He said y'all lost to a coach who didn't know if his marriage was in jeopardy or not. Oh, snaps. But true, Josh sack took the sack Josh took towards the end of the game was BS. Definitely missed out on a field goal opportunity. Can't throw the ball with a Swiss cheese O-line. Bills going to mess around and win by 20 plus next week, and it's going to be to a way better team than the Jags. Love and rise up. I want to say thank you very much, Ronnie, for that. Thank you very much.
So you honestly think with the effort we've put on that we're not a fucking threat? The Jets aren't a threat to us? Like, you don't think that the Jets can actually beat us? Like, how many of you today thought that Jacksonville had a chance? None of you. So if you don't think that the Jets have a chance, you're out of your fucking mind. If we play today like we played against the Jets will beat us. I'll tell you that now. They'll fucking beat us. Again,
they will.
A team that's young and they have nothing to lose. The teams that have nothing to lose, we play shit against. Miami, we played shit against. These guys, we played shit against. And what fucking happened? You know what I'm saying? Like, well, not Miami. We kicked the shit out of Miami, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yo, Monster, you know what? I need to, you know what? I need to segue to that offensive line thing. Line them right up in the line them right up in the locker room, right? And then get your baby boy movie on. Come here. And if you flinch, I hit you with 2. Pop! Just start pop, punching him right in the mouth. Punch him in the mouth. Cody Ford, you come here. Punching him out. You know what? Deion Dawkins, I'm gonna give you never mind. I can't go there. That wouldn't be smart. We're gonna lose viewers if I say that. But Deion Dawkins, I'm gonna give you
viewers. I can say some shit.
I'll give you a pat on the shoulder and tell you, you know what? You just keep on pushing through COVID, okay? Keep pushing through those adverse effects and play. All right, come on.
I'd walk up to Cody Ford in the locker room. I'd be like, that's my pussy, bud. That's my pussy. Are you a pussy? That's I smelling you? Block somebody. Jesus Christ, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, how many people could we have had instead of Cody Ford? Like,
absolutely.
Come on, how many people could we have had that we passed up on in the draft? Nick Chubb we could have had, which Monster wanted. We could have had Nick Chubb, who's doing wonderful things. And what don't we have? A fucking run game.
Right, absolutely. You know what? Jets can absolutely beat us this week if the team takes the field and plays like they did the last 2 weeks. Is White okay? I think White is not even 100%. By the way, Dallas, Saints, Raiders, Titans, all favorites and loss. Absolutely. Loss. This is you know what this week is called? Who's phony? Who's fake? That's the type of people I hate week.
The shitty Patriots are one fucking game behind us. They're one game behind us. They're right there. The Patriots. They're right there.
One. Can't spread the ball if he has no protection from the O-line, no protection, no time. Stop running these dismal play calls when you know you don't got no protection like that either. I'm going to say this again. I don't think that the Bills' offensive line is that damn good. I'm going to be honest. I've said this once. I've said it twice. They're not that damn good. No, Monster, we could have had Nick Chubb and still be asked because Dable don't run that damn ball.
Right, that's right. That's right. But you got to remember, again, talent overcomes that. On busted plays, the talent will see something and make something out of it. So, yes, our running game would be better. But, yes, I agree with you, too.
Davis is a non-factor. McKenzie, non-factor in the pass game. Yeah, Davis had a drop that could have been a first down on one of those drives that was real important.
So did Cole Beasley, wide open, right in the fucking hands, and Bees drops it. Like, that's his third one this year. Like, what the fuck are you doing, bud?
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely. By the way, you are watching Rise Up Late Night, the Bills edition, man. I'm telling you, bang my line. Why haven't I got – yo, listen. My phone is real vanilla right now. It's real silent. It should be ring. It should be a lot of ring.
Bunch of pussies. You ain't gonna come in and chat. Come on, call the line. Let's talk some football. You got an idea? You got to take. Don't put it in the chat. Call up and talk to the fellas. Let's go.
Let's go. Don't spread around the ball.
I usually charge people for cameo videos, and right now you get to ask me something for free.
Yo, he said, don't spread around wide receivers, tight ends, running backs with simple plays nearly enough. Right. By the way, I just want to put this out there too. The Buffalo Bills just literally lost to a team who hadn't won on American soil since week 1 of 2020. I just want to put that out there. Week 1 of 2020. Wow.
You know it's bad juju, and I thought about it after the game. For those of you guys that don't know, Shad Khan owns the Jacksonville Jaguars, okay? Shad Khan's son, Tony, owns the AEW, which is rivaling WWE in wrestling. Stephon Diggs had a pair of AEW cleats on today. I don't know if you saw that, Dre.
Yeah, I did actually. Yeah. I actually did see that, and I didn't want to mention it, but I didn't want to mention it, but
that's maybe some bad juju there, but God bless the Khan family, not for the Jags, but for AEW. I love fucking AEW. But yeah, I don't know if putting the cleats on had anything to do with it, but still.
Oh yeah, they tight right now. Hold on, let me read some more of these comments. I had us going 12-5 this year, says C. Blanco. Didn't know who the losses would be to. I'm just saying. Allen lost us the game.
Already. I know that because I didn't either.
Rob Kramer said Allen lost us the game, though. He lost us the game. Unfortunately, the Patriots look like a team to beat in our division. Our O-line is exposed. Teams will rush 4, drop 7. Yep. O-line, terrible. Same O-line. Yep. Rob, you want the number? I'll give you the number right now. Bang my line. Please, Rob Kramer. Boom. There it is. Call out.
1-800, we sucked ass today. Call that shit. Hotline. Numbers down below. Call now. Get
Right.
your monster on.
Right.
Fuck, we
Absolutely.
played like ass today.
You see it right there. Call line
You know what
716.
I noticed, Trey?
Yeah, go ahead. Tell me
Like
what you
my
know.
podcast and all my shit. Like,
Yes, I
when we're
do.
playing good, I don't have nothing to say.
I
Like, I don't have
know.
nothing to bitch about. Like, I can't
We
rant.
don't.
Like, I have nothing to say. Like, we're whooping teams' asses. I don't got nothing to say.
Right.
Like,
Monster
when we
rant,
won
the
40 to
torches
nothing,
rant.
by the time it was 24-0, I didn't have nothing to say. I was like, all right, sweet.
What's good? The monster rant, the torches rant. We can't rant when they ain't got nothing nothing going on. But guess what? Yes,
You ran
you
the whole
do.
fucking show. Where you been? You got here late like we started early.
Right. Like we did. It's a new era. Nobody calls anymore. Texting is preference. Yeah, but guess what? We got somebody on the line right now. Yes, sir. Yes, we do. And I know who it is. Rob. What's up, Mr. Kramer? Talk to us.
It's your one shot to be famous.
Absolutely. We here.
I feel this team needs to get their heads out of their ass,
Might be your headphones.
play football like it's meant to be played, and don't look past anybody. They caught up with us today, unfortunately. And we lost to a shitty Jacksonville fans.
All right, Rob, repeat that again and tell me if everybody can hear this and hear this right now. Go ahead, Rob. Repeat that again.
This team has too much talent. We need to get our heads out of our asses and can't look past any NFL team like we did today. We're too confident and cocky. Hopefully this is a wake-up call and we beat the Jets' ass next week. If not, it's going to be a long season and spiral downward real quick.
Oh, yeah, Monster, what's your thoughts on that?
Yep, I agree. Talent can only take you so far if the play calling's not there too. Like that's it. It comes down to, is it play calling or is the talent lazy? Because if the talent is talent and they're putting out 100%, they can get around shitty play calling. Like I said, a broken play, talent will make plays. But again, is it talent being lazy or is it shitty play calling? I think at this point it might be a little bit of both. I don't know. I'm fucking stumped. I'm dumbfounded, to be honest with you, buddy. Like I don't know what to say. I watched it today, and my son looks at me, my 10-year-old son Lincoln, and he goes, "Dad, what happened? We're supposed to beat them." I go, "Any given Sunday, buddy. Like I don't have anything to say to you. Like I don't have an explanation why they lost today. I saw the same thing you saw. I felt the same thing you guys felt. And at the end of it, I was just like, fuck, like we lost to Jacksonville. Are you fucking kidding me?" I'm still like that. You know what I'm saying, Rob?
C. Blanco said 2-shell defense blueprint is out. Same thing used on Kansas City. By the way, I want to shout out Job Verse that's watching right now. Ricky Williams that's watching right now. He said, "Monster, what's up, bro?" Jordan Cass, my guy Jordan K is in the building. My guy Cleveland Southern Jr. is in the building. He said you lost to a rookie quarterback, by the way. And then Cleveland said it's one game. These games happen. The Bills will be fine. Cleveland, sir. You know I got much brotherly love for you, bro, but this ain't just one game. This didn't just happen in one game. It's happened in Pittsburgh and now in Jacksonville.
Almost in Miami.
It happened in Miami for a half too. Happened in Miami for a half too. That's damn near half the season, sir. The Bills have played 8 games, and I can name 4 where they've been very lackadaisical, very lackluster, or have had lackluster moments. Oh, we ain't even mentioned the Titans' fourth quarter. Oh, boy.
It's just, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, Dre. I'm really not. Like, I think the NBA's fixed. Like, I think 90% of the NBA's fucking fixed. But just some of these calls and some of the shit that happens, like the good teams that are supposed to win don't, and then the spreads and then the money. It's just like, ever since legal gambling came in, it's like sports have been fucked up. Like shit that happens that doesn't make sense. Like you don't, like I get it any given Sunday, but it's just the Jets beat this team and we lose to this team. It's just there's too much coincidence fucking happening on these bad fucking teams. Like, do you notice how many penalties and personal fouls went against us today? 15-yard penalties. We had like what 4 coming into it. We got like 7 of them today. Like, do you think that's a fucking coincidence? Like,
Bills Jason, Bills Jason said we only allowed 9 goddamn points and our hot shot offense couldn't score. Oh yeah, by the way, not just hot shot. You talking about the number one offense in the league, by the way. The damn line couldn't stop my grandmother's non-walking ass today. It was a shit show on offense minus the defense, which is on point. Absolutely. Shout out to the caller from Georgia. Absolutely. Shout out to the caller from Georgia. Cleveland said, I see what you're saying. I can't talk. Remember, I'm a Browns fan. Yeah, well, I mean, you beat the Bengals today, so I'm not going to talk about you. I was in the dumps after today's game until you two got online. Now I'm pumped for next Sunday. Monster, you rock. Go Bills. Absolutely. Ronnie, of course. You know what we going to do. We do it, man. That's why, look, teamwork made the dream work, baby. If you don't know, I know Monster got away with people. Shoot, I do my thing. Monster does his thing. We put it together. And what do you get? One freaking phenomenal show, by the way. Yeah, let's get into some more comments. Bang my line. My line need to get back. Bang my line again. Somebody bang my line. We got about 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. Bang my line.
We still got some people. I'm gonna go grab another beer. I'm gonna take a piss because, well, whatever. I gotta take a piss. Call the fucking.
What you gotta go pay the water bill? I pay the water bill.
Will's, yeah, I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Got a little stream in there. Gotta check my prostate, make sure I'm good in my old age. You know what I'm saying? Bill's, Jason, Will, somebody call in. You know what I'm saying? Y'all in the chat.
Right, absolutely. Oh, by the way, that wasn't Rob. That wasn't Rob who called, but the caller from Georgia. I appreciate you. Definitely appreciate you very much. Okay, I'm ready now. Let's talk some more ball one more time. Yep, absolutely. Again, you need the number. Here it is. One more time. We're gonna have a Daft Punk moment. 716-481-8249. Call us right now. Call us. You are tuned in to Rise Up Late Night, the Buffalo Bills edition. By the way, you got me, myself, Andre the Torch Robinson here, the guy who's got a piss, who can't hold his bladder, Monster, Joe Monster McDowell. He can't hold water. All right. And we had the Mighty Obo on here, Patrick Freeman. By the way, let's get into another question. You all know the Buffalo Bills have the number one defense in the league, number one in rushing, number one in pass defense, number 5 in rushing, but yet the Bills are 5-3. I need to know once again. God damn! Did you wash your hands? Your hands better have water. So that was quick as hell.
Kids, cover your ears right now. Kids, cover your ears right now. I know where it's been. I'm good.
Listen,
ain't no shit on
he said, much respect, Monster. Watching videos all the time makes me want to be a Bills fan, said Cleveland. No, Karen Singletary doesn't need to go. Dabo needs to go.
Cleveland Brown, and I am here to see. In the news with my new family.
I'm mad as hell. Yo, Monster. You got me dying laughing over here. I'm gonna have to take another sip of this cranberry juice. You acting up. All right.
I'm live now with Andre the Torch.
Said I did wonder the same thing, not gonna lie. Carolyn Funny, she said I wondered the same thing, not gonna lie. All right. With that being said, 716-481-8249. All right, I thought we just had a Daft Punk moment. We did have a Daft Punk moment. We got to have another one. All right, here it is. Boop. There you go. I'll leave it up there for a second too, all right? I just want to say that if this was another show that we have during the week, they would have been on You Got Smoked segment, okay? This would have been a You Got Smoked segment right here. Yours truly. The Buffalo Bills would have been on that list. Be honest. Talking about smelling like Ricky said, talking about smelling like P-U-S-S-Y. Monster, he said your hands, bro. He's funny. Here we go. Too funny. Comments running across. Absolutely. Listen, we running comments across like it's nobody's business. All right. We doing it the way we do it, and we appreciate you for coming on, tuning in with us, supporting real sports talk with a little fun. Oh, by the way, we got a caller. Oh, we do. We got a caller. Caller, what's up? State your name.
Got it in. It's Rob. Let's do it.
Rob, what's up? I need your thoughts on today's game. Matter of fact, you know what? No. I got a specific question to ask you first. Sir, I need to know how you feel about Saran Neal.
Let the motherfucker say what he got to say.
You know,
You were asking a question.
I met him picking up his garbage, and I asked him, you know, between coverage and special teams, you know, he can hit. You know, when he hits someone with the ball, they go down. He doesn't need to swarm of guys around him to bring down someone. That's what I like. Same thing with Hyde. Same thing with Poyer. I wish Edmonds would hit a little more like that, but you know. But here, let's get into the real problems. These are the real problems that we have, and I've thought this for a couple weeks now. When Allen starts to have a down game, and you know, starts throwing interceptions for the first interception. Let's just really quick touch on this. What was expected out of that besides an interception? Because I'm pretty sure there was two defenders standing there, and they were arguing who was going to get the pick. And you know, when he starts having a game like that,
He's answering your question.
Let him down for a minute. Let him catch his breath. When Moss fumbled the ball, when was the next time he saw the field? When Singletary fumbled the ball, how many games did he sit before he saw the field? Same thing with Teron Johnson. Just because you're paying this man a hell of a lot more money than these guys, then you need to hold him twice as responsible if you're going to pay him 20 times the amount. You know, and we have the second best backup quarterback, I think, in the league. And you know, let Ellen know, hey, listen, you know, you put out shit like that, you are held responsible just like everyone else on this team. So real quick, give me your feedback on that, and then hit me with what else you think. I got an opinion on everything from GM to Waterboy.
Well, first and foremost, I'll give you an opinion. It's funny that you mentioned Mitchell Trubisky, because somebody came in my store today and was like, Mitchell Trubisky should have been in the game. We probably would have won. Do you remember the last time I've heard that during the Bills game? I think Tyrod Taylor was the quarterback. The last time I've heard that mentioned in a game.
Where you want to start? You want to start with Rob? Right. Rob Johnson, Adrian Peterman.
We don't need to go back that far.
No. We don't need to go back that far.
Let me ask you something. I agreed with some of your points, and some of them I didn't agree with. You should not be held more responsible for the more money you make on the team, and I'm going to tell you why. Because it's a team sport, and you have to work as a union. Can we both agree that a car engine costs 5 times as more than a car tire? Is it less important?
As responsible.
I hear a little echo. Who is that? Oh, caller, you can't be watching the show and on the call at the same time.
I'm calling on the house phone and kind of. Okay, I got you. I turned you down. Hold on. Tell me, how's this? Better?
A lot better.
I got you.
Yeah, the team's got to work together as a team, buddy.
More responsible. I'm saying just as responsible. You know.
He is. He said flat out in the media, I played like shit.
You're starting running back, each one of them, whether it's running back by committee, for a simple fumble. You know, a couple, and I'm not saying bench him. Sit him down for a couple plays. Let him collect his head. That first interception was bad. That was bad. You know, holding on to some of them sacks and you know, not tucking that ball, just taking the loss. I mean, come on. You gotta be. What is that? 36 fumbles now in the last 4 years. And how
but that hasn't been lately.
I mean, this is a 1-16, but nonetheless, that is a conference loss.
Yeah. Another bad conference loss.
Have you watched Josh Allen play? Like, I get some of the sacks he should take.
All
right, hold on a second. Monster, go ahead and respond.
I get some of the sacks that he takes are bad, but have you seen him make plays? Have you watched him over the time that he's been in Buffalo? Like, there are times he can get out of those and make great plays. It's not who he is. There's some he's going to go down on, but our quarterback's not that guy. He's not going to go down simply on those plays. He has too much talent, too much physical talent, and too much arm strength to possibly make a play. It's not in his mentality. Sometimes I don't like it. I agree with you. He's got to eat.
I 100% agree with that, but I also want a quarterback with the talent to know, fight another play, and not cost us a game that is lost.
But that's not talent. That's instinct. That's not talent. It's
instinct.
Against
a team that hasn't won in our country in almost 2 years. So.
Right, but that's not talent. It's instinct. It's not his talent that does that. It's his instinct.
I'm just tired of hearing the same thing when Allen makes those bonehead plays. Oh, I got to play better. I got to, make smarter decisions. But, this is we're going to watch tape, learn from it, and move on. Great quarterbacks don't say that with these type of games for the most part. And it kind of seems like these are the games that we have the most trouble with. The guarantee games that are supposed to guarantee wins, or not guaranteed, nothing's guaranteed, but, the Kansas City games are the games you expect kind of rougher roads. Not, now it's 2 weeks in a row we've had rough games against teams that we were highly favored to beat. And, 3-3 going into the half last week. And we were outplayed in the first half. We were outplayed. I personally this game, for the most part, besides our defense, outplayed kind of offensively.
All right, so I do got a couple questions real quick.
I think if Lawrence doesn't come back, I can't draw the blank.
Trevor Lawrence.
The quarterback doesn't come back in for Jacksonville, and the backup stayed in there. I don't think we lose 6-9. I think we lose 6-21, 24. To be honest with you.
Okay, so.
Dre?
Rambling too. I'm mad about the loss, so I'm all over the place.
No, it's okay. It's all good. I just want to ask you, how do you feel about Tommy Sweeney, and who do you want as the quarterback?
Oh, Allen all day. Listen, I'm saying you need to, I've noticed when Allen starts to have a couple mistakes, he tries to make up for those mistakes immediately. He wants to make up for an interception on the very next time he gets the ball, and he wants to do it with an 80-yard pass or a scramble and a hurdle instead of, calm down.
Let me ask him something.
Take what they're giving you. I mean, they were giving us the easy 5-7 yard passes all day long. Couple bad drops, but we don't need to be the 96, 97 Bulls and just blowing everyone out. I would rather him get 300 yards throwing the ball 6-7 yards a pass and, break some tackles, get some extra yards, than, because then the next mistake happens. So now he gets sack fumble, okay? Well, now he's like, I got to make up for 2 turnovers I personally caused. It's not a tip ball interception. It was a, hey, I'm going to throw this ball right to you and enjoy the gift. So that's the thing. When McDermott sees our running backs doing that, he sits them down. He did it with Taron Johnson. Look what happened. Taron Johnson came back. Now he's, potential Pro Bowl. Just listen. Josh, take a deep breath, buddy. Sit him for a series. Let him know, hey, if you're having a bad game, there are other players on this team that are. That's why they're there. That we will put in because it's what's best for that game, that season, that week, that opponent, that franchise, that fan base. That's what I think. Just because he's the franchise quarterback. The coach would do that to any other player on this team, and every player on this team is competitive nature, and for the most part, the skills and stuff is top notch. We got a really good football team. These are not the games we should be losing like this. Tennessee, fine. They're a really good team. Kansas City, understandable. Good, really good team, and a good games. This was,
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
And again, penalties too. They need to get refs out of there and make this all electronical, because slowing down the momentum of every effing drive is absolutely ridiculous. Kick return for a touchdown against Tennessee called the penalty on a penalty that was nowhere near the play, would never have affected the play, would have never been able to affect the play, and we lose that game by a slip on the 1 yard line with seconds to go. That's another thing. And I'm not saying it's all on the Bills. It's around the whole league. I almost, after the third quarter, I almost didn't want to watch anymore because every other play was a flag, it seemed. It was getting ridiculous. That shit's getting ridiculous. I don't pay money to go to the games to see the refs or watch football for 3 hours every Sunday, Monday, and Thursday to see Joe Blow call 5 unsportsmanlike penalties for 75 yards.
All right. Caller. All right.
Thank you for calling. Let us answer now.
Yeah, we got to answer some questions real quick. I just want to get into some.
This is the first time I've ever seen this, but I'll make this a regular.
Oh yeah, definitely. We appreciate you on that.
I followed the link, so we're all set, boys. But
all right, we may not agree with what you say, but we're always here for you to speak your mind. So
absolutely. Let me read some comments real quick. Karen said mistakes. He was running for his life all game. No time to throw the ball. Blah blah blah. Dude, we don't even have a running back. Singletary was good for 18 yards. C Blanco said, "Has that ever been done in NFL history?" Also says, Trubisky was out on COVID protocol. Why sit Allen for who? Davis Webb. Karen said, he's not making sense. Spencer Brown, we need you back. Bollinger and Ford on the line is torture. Will Mumbar said, NFL, no fun league. Then he also said part-time refs.
I don't know why people think I'm calling for Josh Allen's head and to bench him like Flutie and bring in Rob Johnson. He's a young pro athlete that has so much passion in it that his emotions sometimes take over the game, and I literally was sitting there when we got the ball with I want to say 7 minutes. I go, man, he's going to throw an interception or fumble it. I just two plays later, bam.
Hey, caller.
And that was if that would have got challenged, that would have been a fumble, but then we didn't pick it up on the 4th down anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. But there's nothing wrong. Listen, if you're going to lose the game, at least lose the game.
All right, caller, we got a few other guys in here, buddy.
Caller.
That's all I think.
Caller, listen. We do this show.
Take a deep breath, because our defense is good enough that when you throw an interception, the chances are you're going to be back on that field pretty damn quick. And sometimes that's a good thing because you don't have time to think about what.
Hey Rob, listen, we got other callers.
Rob, we gotta go, buddy.
Right, we gotta go. We got other callers.
Hey, everybody, we gotta go.
All right, sorry about that. Listen, I'm super enthused that we got callers that want to talk that much on the show. But Lord, we got
good ass call.
That was a great freaking call. But we got other callers. We got to open the lines up. You got to open the line. Willem Bumar said, you begged for a call. You begged for a call. No, we ain't begged, but we want other people to call,
why don't
too.
you pick up your fucking Boost Mobile prepaid, Will Lombardo? You got minutes left? Call us on that shit.
I said, why don't you call, Will Lombardo?
I'll send you $3 Venmo to your PayPal. Get you some prepaid stuff. Call up a player.
That's my bro, though, Will Lombardo. For the call line there, 716-481-8249. Yes, he definitely was calling to talk, and I'm glad he got a lot of stuff off his mind, but we definitely got to get into some more stuff. We got more stuff to get into.
Dre, he was a passionate fan, and I get where he's coming from, because he basically said what a lot of us are already thinking. Like, I can hear it in his voice that he's passionate. He loves the Bills like we love the Bills, and he's frustrated. Like who do you pay? It doesn't matter if you place the blame on Josh. It doesn't matter if you place the blame on the line. They all play together as a team. Like, they lost together as a team, except the defense, because them boys balled the fuck out. But as an offense, the line, the receivers not getting open, like a couple plays Josh made, like they all work together, okay? The offensive line played like shit, so Josh had to run for his life. But while Josh was running for his life, the receivers need to get open. So if the receivers don't get open while Josh is running for his life, guess what? All three of you fucked up. The line didn't block. Josh couldn't throw. The receivers weren't open. And that's what happened today. It's a mixture of all those things at certain points. And Brian Daboll's play calling just being fucking ass. Like, that's what happened. Josh was running for his life because of the line, but Josh couldn't make plays or was fucking up because his receivers weren't open. They weren't doing their job. So if you see on all three levels, they're all at fault for specific things in this game. They fucking failed as a unit.
Yeah, absolutely. They definitely did. Speaking on the defense, because we've been giving the defense a lot of props without talking too much about the defense today, I just want to say this. If I see another game where the Buffalo Bills only have 2 sacks, I think I'm going to flip the freak out. Let me tell you why I'm going to flip the freak out. You mentioned about getting rid of Wyatt Teller, right? On the offensive line, right? Wyatt Teller and other guys to keep Cody Ford or to trade up to get Cody Ford, right? But didn't we have Jordan Phillips and Shaq Lawson who had 10 sacks, 7.5 sacks, and we traded these guys for Mario Addison, for Jefferson, Quentin Jefferson.
We didn't re-sign Phillips. Phillips didn't
right.
re-sign.
Yeah, we didn't re-sign him, which we should have. We should have paid some money.
Because Phillips is like
Vernon Butler. Who you paying? Can I just say this? Mario Addison the last 2 weeks has done a little something. He's had a sack in the last couple games, right? Vernon Butler, what have you done? I'm sorry. Quentin Jefferson. Where is Gregory Rousseau? What happened to him?
Basham.
Where is Boogie Basham? I'm sorry. Where are these guys at?
Bring these kids in.
Where are they at? Defense figuring out Mahomes, Allen, Dak, Herbert, etc. need to be able to pass and run. Oh, yes, absolutely. Yep. All three of those things are a recipe for a loss. Definitely. But lose by another team outplaying you one side of the ball, but not lose while giving up. Yeah, we know what they're capable of for sure. Definitely. Addison did have a sack today, but here's my problem. At the end of the season, if Mario Addison has 5 sacks again, I'm going to flip my shit. I'm sorry. I'm going to flip. Where are all these outside runs? More specific, we got McKenzie on them jet sweeps going. It might be breather time to get to the outside. Power ball isn't helping the pass game here.
You know why?
Guess what?
You know why?
Go ahead, Monster, because I was about to.
I got it from an inside source that McKenzie don't like him. He gets killed on him when he gets hit.
Ooh. By the way, I want to speak on the second half of that. Power running isn't working. Want to know why? Because they don't have the offensive line for power running. They don't. You don't even have the offensive line for quarterback sneaks out of bunch formation.
That's what I said. 95% of the game, they're pass blocking. So when we do run, they get caught off guard and they get fucking smoked because they're not used to run blocking during the game because 95% of the game, they're fucking pass blocking. So that's why our run game hasn't fucking worked, other than the fact that they've been ass at what they're doing. Like, do your fucking jobs. Like,
yeah, Phillips is with the Cardinals. I know he is. He with the Cardinals, baby, and the Cardinals look real good, by the way. Start Boogie. What the F? Yeah. No, where is Basham? Oliver, Epinesa. Yeah, where are they? You right. Where they at? He did good when he played. The young guys need to get more reps on the D-line. Absolutely. This loss was like having a bad dream. Yeah, it was like getting woke up from a wet dream. Matt looking do during practice, but our defense is good. LOL. Absolutely. Listen. Wow.
Let me ask you something, Dre.
Go ahead.
Did this regime draft Trey White, or was that the previous one?
Trey White already got a contract extension, so that would be before him. That would be before McDermott. Yeah.
Okay.
Trey White was 17. That's before McDermott.
So Josh Allen
Previous.
and what? Tremaine Edmonds.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you think about who else they drafted. Cody Ford. You start digging into it. Wyatt Teller, who they traded. Okay. AJ Epinesa, who still hasn't blossomed. Ed Oliver, who's still struggling. Like, aside from Josh and Tremaine, what have they really hit on as far as the draft goes? We're good.
Ooh.
We signed Stephon Diggs. We signed him. We didn't draft him. We signed Stephon Diggs.
Uh-oh.
Okay. You understand what I'm saying?
Was Milano drafted?
You look at the top 3 guys that maybe but other than that, they missed on a lot. Like, you go down the roster, they're missing. There's a lot of picks they missed on.
Yeah.
Like, as much as we love McDermott and we love Bean, if y'all take out Josh Allen and you take out Tremaine Edmonds, look at the picks that we're still kind of waiting for. Harrison Phillips, who's a friend of mine. You guys know that. I love Harry. I help him out at his charity every year. But where are you? When are you going to show up? Like, they haven't showed up. Like, I'm not saying it to talk shit. You guys know I love our Bills. But when are you going to show up? Like, you have to fucking show up. Like, we're waiting for this, and they're not here yet. And that's on them. Like, as much as we love Bean and McDermott for the success that we have, we can't be fooled by what else they've done because we finally got to taste a little bit of winning because we've lost for 20 years. Do you understand what I'm saying? We lost for so long that we're just willing to give anybody that got us some wins all the love in the world, and you have no responsibility. You do. Like, could our team be stronger if they drafted better? Yes, they could. Like, we forward and we traded away Wyatt Teller. Like, look at the other trades we made. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, Monster. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm gonna take a drink of beer. I was done there. I was gonna say we traded Gilmore away, but we didn't trade him. He signed. Right,
he signed. You're right about that. 2017 was McDermott. 18 was Allen's rookie year. Teron Johnson, they said, so 2017, first round, 27th overall, which is the reason why he's got the number 27 is Trey White. But let's be very mindful that Doug Whaley was the mastermind behind 17. For those who don't know.
Oh God! Don't bring Doug Whaley into a fucking show.
I had to because it's the previous
guy I used to host the show with that used to bring up Doug Whaley all the time. Not names. Me and him are cool, but he used to bring up Doug Whaley all the fucking time.
Oh no, we not bringing up Doug Whaley for the whole show, but yes, Doug Whaley was a part of 17.
Listen, okay. No. Doug Whaley was a master at evaluating talent. He could pick them, but the regime he had and the people he had over him limited the fuck out of him, and he could never
limited, super limited, definitely.
So
Russ Brilliant, we call him Russ Brilliant. Russ Brain was the one. We already know. We ain't gonna go there. Traded Jordan Phillips. Trade came from the Mahomes trade with Kansas City, because they gave that pick to Kansas City, being friendly, too damn friendly. We know. If the Bills not careful, they're gonna turn into the Eagles in the next 4 or 6 years, said John Suggs. Traded Jordan Phillips. Traded him. Rob said traded him. What's taking Bell upstairs?
Jordan Phillips. Jordan Phillips signed otherwhere as a free agent. We never traded Phillips.
By the way, we was gonna do this. I had to do this. Willem Bombard, Ace the MVP, is on the show.
He had to shave and get his sweater and his hat on first.
What'd you say? He put away the Boost Mobile minutes? Oh, we got another caller on the line too, by the way. Caller, state your name for everybody.
What's going on? My name is Jay Andre.
Jay Andre, what's good?
Not much. What's good, Torch?
What's good?
Not much, man. I seen that Bills game, and I had to call him, man. That game was horrible at best.
Well, give me some thoughts on what you thought.
First, I heard y'all talking about Trey White. Yes, that was Charles McDermott's first draft pick. We know Dog Willie got fired the next day after the draft.
Yep, they're right. Thank you.
That's the same draft. They got Milano in. They got Peterman in.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
But looking at that game, I don't think we lament how inconsistent Josh Allen is. I'm not a Josh Allen fan. I'm not. I think Josh Allen's inconsistent at best, and I don't think Josh Allen gets held accountable for his inconsistencies.
That's Marcus Betts' son.
If we make the Super Bowl this year, it'll be an easy road to make the Super Bowl this year because Derrick Henry's on the injured. Well, Derrick Henry's injured. The Chiefs don't look the same, and there's nobody else to really compete with us. But Josh Allen never shows up in the big game, so he turns the ball over. He has the Brett Favre mentality of just turning it over at the wrong times, and you don't have no running game, so you don't have nobody to really back him up.
All right, that's how you feel about the offense, even though the offense is number one in the league.
That's how I feel about the offense. I mean, they're number one in the league, but you played a Washington team, a Houston team, and you play Miami twice, who Josh Allen has his best games against.
Oh, hey, Ramona Dye, what's up? What's going on? James Woodcock is in the house too. That's what I've been doing. Dre, got you, Ramona. I'm sorry. Yeah, we got caught up. We got caught up in the moment. Definitely. Hey, sorry, I can't see the show. See the shows no more. Work second shift now. James, we know what you're doing. We know what you're doing. That's okay. You
ain't working. You locked up. Don't front. You ain't working. You locked up. Don't front. You locked up.
James, he said you locked up. Don't front. Let's hear. Text too hard with the background conversation. Can't be consistent when the O-line is effing Swiss cheese. Yeah, man. I think that. Matter of fact, Willem Bumbar, are you here? I want to hear your thoughts on this too. As Jay Andre is in the building, let's hear some dialogue from you.
I mean, they right about some of the stuff, but I don't put all the blame on Josh. They just got Josh out there doing everything. I posted it in the comments. They got him playing hero ball like he's Aaron Rodgers, but the difference is Buffalo has a lot more talent, so Josh shouldn't have to do as much. He should be able to sit back and just manage and make his reads and make his hits. I don't know why they got this guy out here doing every single thing from running the ball, he's scrambling for his life. I don't understand what a run game is. I'm confused by that. I blame Dabble for that. When you only get 8-13 run plays a game, I mean, that's a huge issue. So we don't know where these running backs are or how good they can be. Apparently, they average shows you how good they can be, when they do have the ball in their hands. But I'm so confused by a lot of things. And I've been saying this for a couple years, and I'm a Bills fan and everything, but we've been beating on some shitty teams. We really haven't beat anybody that's worth talking about. Let's be honest here. 2019, we snuck in the playoffs. We beat a lot of crappy teams. Last year, we beat a lot of crappy teams. What are we doing this year again? We're beating a lot of crappy teams. So are we really as good as we think we are?
Ooh, William Bimbar. Uh-oh. Well, I just said the same thing earlier.
Or are we being held back by coaching?
Right, but what else? Like the Jets beat Cincinnati, who was supposed to be the shit. You know what I'm saying? The Jets beat the Titans, who beat us. Like, it's any given Sunday. Shit teams beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all over the league. Like,
I get all that, but there's other teams that, without improving, have been dominant. Have the Kansas City Chiefs the last 2 years been dominant?
Yeah, but this year 4-4, and they look like a tire fire.
Right. You know why? Because now, what's starting to happen is what I said in the comments as well. Defenses are catching on to players like Mahomes, Josh Allen, Dak Prescott, Herbert. These defenses are catching on now. You can't just pass the ball. You got to run the team. You got to run the ball. What does Kansas City do a lot? They pass.
Talent beats scheme.
They don't have a lot of running plays as well.
But when it comes down to it, talent should beat scheme. Like I said, you got the best scheme in the world. They knew Randy Moss was going deep. Could they stop it? Fuck no. Talent can beat scheme if the talent is there.
But you also have to put talent in position.
Right, talent has to be there.
It has to be in position. We're not being put in position. Stephon Diggs shouldn't be getting 4 receptions a game. This guy was, what did he have last year? 1,500 yards, 100 and something receptions.
I think he was 8 for 9 today.
Right,
7 for 8.
That's unbelievable. You brought in Emmanuel Sanders to stretch the field. He didn't stretch the field today.
And how come after the last 3 weeks, Gabe Davis has disappeared? Like he don't even play for us no more.
I was wondering that because
I thought Gabe Davis was going to go to the Pro Bowl in the first 3 weeks, and then he disappeared.
He was
a lot of plates to feed, right? A lot of plates to feed. JaAndre, more on this game from you too, sir. What else is on your mind?
Another thing that's on my mind too is that if we don't be careful, New England's gonna take this division from us.
Correct. They're right
New
there.
England got 5 wins quietly.
One game.
And so they ain't gonna have too much of a hard schedule. But we get comfortable where we was in the league, we get comfortable being hyped. Like last week, the first half we started off very bad. I mean, we got back on track the next half, but we playing championship football. That shouldn't even be.
Right.
Ramona Dias laughing her tail off right now. I would be too if you lost to the Jacksonville Jaguars. I would be too. I would be laughing my tail off too.
There's enough to go around for NFL teams who got beat up today. It's not just the Bills, but we'll stick with the Bills because it's the Bills show. But some other teams got their boots smoked too. And
thank you. They got their boots smoked.
Enough to go around, trust me.
We listen. Back-to-back sacks against Stafford. Oh, yeah, definitely. It said 1,500 plus 120 receptions, fewer touchdowns, but Allen in the red zone was usually taking it personally. Yeah. So, what do the Bills need to do next week? What's the game plan for next week? We've been talking about the Jags for an hour and a half. What's the game plan next week against the Jets a little bit?
We don't know because we don't know who the quarterback is. And if it is Mike White, there's only one game on him. So you don't know what to expect. But the game he did play, he came out and he smashed.
That dude won all that money on that shit. You see that?
Yeah.
Dude, if you didn't know Mike White, the quarterback of the Jets, dude bet $1,000 that he would lead the league in passing yards there at 126-1 odds. The dude won $126,000 for $1,000 fucking dollars. I thought that was awesome.
And he's got his jersey in the Hall of Fame.
Yep. That was
already one game.
Yep. That was insane. What balls? Like I'm gonna put $1,000. You know what that tells me? That guy just has play money for days. Yeah. Like, I'm gonna bet $1,000 on fucking Mike White from the Jets, who's a tire fire, to lead the league. Drops 405 yards and gives this dude a fat fucking stack. Like Mike, what did he make? What did they say? $52,000 was his game.
I think it was more than that. I think it was 120,000.
No. Mike White made like $52,000.
He made 52. Yeah.
This dude made $126,000 off betting on him. He made more than Mike White did for playing.
Unbelievable. So again, we don't know who's going to be the quarterback. If it's what's his name, Josh Johnson. He looked horrible the other day. He was a dumpster. He didn't do anything until towards the end of that game, so I wouldn't expect much out of him. But if it's Mike White, how do you game plan? We don't know what to expect. You better not go in there like the days ago. You better not play sloppy. You better come in there playing to win. McDermott better have his team fired up. If the same thing happens again, you better fire somebody. Or you better sit somebody down, make an example.
He better have tires and fucking pitchforks this week. With all the personal fouls, taunting, and necessary roughness, he better whoop ass because that's a trademark of our team is being fucking disciplined.
Right.
Now, like I said, we never got to see the replays of these because for some reason they don't show them anymore. So we don't know if we actually committed these fucking penalties. But according to the refs, we committed a fuckload.
That's because
If that's the case, McDermott better go in there and just start fucking slamming garbage cans around and punching fucking lockers and throwing water bottles. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Like, you assholes going to Jacksonville on national TV, shit a fucking brick. Like, it's fucking embarrassing. Like, I don't even want to watch ESPN tomorrow. Like, paper champs and this, that. Like, I can't stand the national media after this shit. But with Dallas, they'll be like, well, they didn't have this and they didn't have that. And they'll kiss their ass and make a fucking excuse. But they'll shit right on Buffalo's plate for it.
Well, guess what? I don't think ESPN is doing too much shitting on them. By the way, JaAndre is on the line too. Oh no, actually, thank you for calling, JaAndre. I want to put out there.
Go ahead, Dre. Go ahead.
I want to put out there that ESPN has Buffalo winning against the Jets next week, 86%. Wasn't that the odds this past week? 86%.
6%.
I don't know if you want to do that
Josh
again.
Allen goes on the Manning shit and they lose. The curse of Manning continues. Don't display that. Just talk about that. That's real. The curse of the Manning show, it's real.
Yeah, I just posted that in a group because I seen a meme about it, and it was very interesting. I'm like, wow, this is a real thing, huh? Like,
yeah, but it's like the Madden curse. You go on the Manning show, you lose the next week.
Yeah, that's what's going on with Mahomes this year. He's on 2 Madden covers, catching up.
Definitely. Listen carefully.
They're not gonna shit on the Bills too much. They got too much. They'll be cooking Dallas and cooking. They'll be talking about how Cleveland's playing better without Odell and where Odell's going. That we'll slide under the radar this week. But if we lose next week, guaranteed front page. We're getting. They're gonna kill us.
I can't believe that his dad said that Baker was a shitty quarterback. That's why he's moving on. That's fucking hilarious. It made me think of Lonzo Ball's dad. Like, just shut the fuck up and let your son play sports. Like, you're a moron. Like, your career failed. Fuck off. Stop trying to get attention from him. Like, I laughed at that. You suck. So, like, look at your son's past quarterbacks. Like, you really think Eli Manning was that better than fucking Baker Mayfield? Like,
yeah.
We're just cocking balls. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I usually don't say that, but yo, that's what it sounds like. I mean, let's be clear, man. What's good, Eddie, man? We real uncensored tonight, by the way. I tell you, we real uncensored. But for real though, I get tired of that. You get tired of folks doing that stuff, man. Mind your business.
Fucking fun.
Right, you ain't in the gym. You wasn't in the gym with him. Like, chill out, bro.
He had to do that because Odell is on a short string. I mean, he makes one more mistake. Listen, if Detroit picks him up and he refuses to play, they're probably gonna find a way to get him out the league.
No, sir. I need to talk about how supposedly Odell was here though.
I don't know nothing about that. I didn't hear that. Now I'm connected.
I need to talk about how Odell was supposedly here.
We did confirm, make a call on Von Miller, though. We did call on Von Miller.
We did call for Von. Odell's not here. It's his birthday weekend. Why would he come to Buffalo on his birthday weekend?
And where are we going to put him? We don't need him.
Yeah, that was a lot of. I think it was a lot of fake news, but I did hear about supposedly him coming here. And the last time we heard about a wide receiver coming here, we know
it came a year later.
Yeah, we know how that went. Besides Stephon Diggs, so I mean, I don't really think they need him. But yes, fake news. A lot of fake news. I hope there's not a crowd at the airport. Give them some silence and let them be humble. Get the strength and conditioning coach working the F out of the offensive linemen. Beef them up. They were weak and beat every freaking play. Work them out. I'm loving this. Karen, can you please friend us on Facebook? Please friend us on Facebook. Please subscribe to the channel and the page. Please, and I'm not trying to sit up here and promote, but I just want to put that out there because I'm loving the comments tonight. For sure.
You got to have some pitches. You got to pitch it out. You just got to get the running backs involved. All the pressure is on Josh. It's disgusting to watch. It really irks me. And then when Josh gets under pressure, he makes silly mistakes. He can't handle the pressure. He makes silly mistakes. He's got to learn to throw it away. Throw it away or take the sack. Don't throw costly interceptions.
He's not that guy.
He's
not that guy. You know who else was not that guy? Brett Favre. Brett Favre was not that guy. Like, he's a fucking slinger. He's going to try. Like, you have to accept that as a Bills fan. He's not going to make the smart play. He's going to throw that.
That puts us in positions. We can't be. That dude, Josh Allen, shouldn't have had an interception. That was a bonehead move.
I know. But he's going to do it every time. We just got to accept it.
I don't want to know. He can clean it up. We just paid you all this money. Clean the shit up. That's why we paid you.
Clean it up.
But don't get mad when he does it next week.
I know.
That's who he is.
I know. We just gave you all this money. You got to clean the shit up, or we're taking the money back. Every time you make a mistake, we're taking the cut.
We're gonna make the check bounce.
That's what they should do. I always said that as a coach. If receivers are dropping balls, charge them $5,000 to drop. You make silly mistakes, charge them a couple grand. I bet you they fix it.
All right. With that being said, any more thoughts before we go? This has been a phenomenal show, by the way.
Nah, I'm disappointed like all of you. I love all of you. I'm fucking pissed off. It doesn't make sense to me. Get your fucking shit together. Pull your balls out. Give them a fucking tug and show up next week to play against the Jets. Because if you embarrass Bills Mafia against the fucking Jets, we're going to come for you with hammers and fucking pitchforks. Don't let us down again. We've invested too much in you assholes.
Okay.
Go Bills.
Totally agree. You got to clean it up. You're getting into a part of your schedule here. This is November, right? I'll start with that. It's November. A lot of people are expecting us to fall off in November. So they're saying it's going to be a November to remember, which I hope it doesn't. But you're getting into a tougher part of your schedule here where the games are more meaningful. Teams are starting to separate. New England's a game and a half behind us. You got to turn it up.
I got a caller on the line. Hold up. Caller on the line. I know who this is. This is my lovely sister.
Hey, Dre, what's up?
Hey, Ramona.
You play tomorrow night.
I wanted to clarify something really quick.
Go ahead and clarify.
I got an echo. Can you get my phone on mute? That's not working.
No, you good.
Okay. Is that better?
A lot better.
Yep, there we go.
Okay.
Just waiting on you.
My laughing my ass off that I had in text was toward Ricky saying, "Yeah, Rams are gonna, obliterate the Tennessee Titans." I'm like, "Yeah, because they have no good Henry now." Which I mean, they got a couple other injuries, but every team has injuries. But I just thought that was funny the way you spouted it and said that. I asked him earlier if he approved that.
Ramona, I got a question for you. How did you feel about this Bills game?
I feel like I honestly think, there's no way Jacksonville is better than Buffalo Bills. I think they walked in there with their head held up, with too much confidence, and they didn't play the game that they were supposed to play today. And I think that's honestly, I think that's what happened. I think it's what happened with the Cowboys and the Broncos. Not that the Broncos didn't play a very good game, but I think Cowboys players went into that game and then we're at home with the shit out of Denver. Sometimes when you do that,
Ramona got boosted.
it's like Monster said earlier. You give them Sunday, but if you go in and you're looking past the game that you're playing that day, sometimes that gets you in trouble. And I think it's what happened with Buffalo today. It ain't got nothing to do with the Bills not being good.
Yeah, I just wanted to put the score up there so y'all can see how embarrassing it looked. I just wanted to put it up there. One more time. Maybe we can have another Daft Punk moment. Okay? One more time. I'm gonna put it up there one more time for y'all so y'all can see. Monster tight. He said, "Yo,
Stone Cold double kickstands, buddy. Stone Cold double kickstands."
Ramona,
This game isn't as close if they turn that ball over on that fumble that was an actual fumble.
right? Well, Ramona, I got a question. Did you see similarities from this game in the game that the Bills played the Steelers?
No, the Bills played a healthy Steelers defense. The Bills played a healthy Steelers defense. And they didn't know what to expect out of that offense. And, the offensive line actually played pretty decent against Buffalo. But I also think Buffalo had beat us the last two times we played. And it was at their home. And I don't think that they were expecting Pittsburgh to come after them like they did. And that defense, when healthy, teams aren't beating that defense right now. I mean, our offensive line is playing much better together. they're starting to really, pick up on assignment. These rookies are. And I think you're starting to see that. We played against the third-ranked run defense in Cleveland. Well, in Pittsburgh, but against Cleveland. And Najee still almost got 100 yards rushing. So, no, I do not think Jacksonville is anywhere near Pittsburgh. They don't even have the talent on that team that Pittsburgh Steelers have got. But I think, like I said,
You said Pittsburgh has talent. You're fucking down bad. You think Pittsburgh's talented.
It's the difference in the losses we took against the Raiders, the losses that we took against Cincinnati, and the losses we took against the Packers.
Okay. All right. Anything else we need to discuss on
No,
this
end
game?
the fucking show. We've been here an hour and 40 minutes. Let's
They
go.
gotta
That's
win
right.
to clean it up. It's starting to get cold. That's what they got to do. Clean it up. Get ready to play some real ball. That's what needs to be said.
The Buffalo will right back. They'll be right back in the thick of things.
Okay, so you guys think that they'll bounce right back, huh?
Hopefully, I mean, it's getting pretty knotted up in the AFC there. Everybody's kind of bunched up now. Who's really standing out?
Right.
Right?
It's time to pull your balls out or shut. Like,
Yeah.
it's fucking. It's time.
It's yours to
We're
give
big
away.
boys play.
It's yours to give away because at this point you could really run away with it, or you could just be in the fold and be a wild card. And with the talent you have, you're supposed to be well ahead.
Don't they fucking play? It's up to them to do it.
All right, you guys. Y'all know what this was, man. Rise Up Late Night. By the way, Rise Up Early. You will see us again real soon. All right. We appreciate
Countdown, levitate, going up, elevate. Watch me demonstrate, on time, never late. I grind, celebrate, no pump fake, hesitate. I've been scoring every day, champagne Perrier. Since 9-3, been in the box, now stepping up to home. Like straight out the sandlot, now I'm plotting on the globe. I work hard, I show love, that karma steady growing. Got this far, I go hard, let God take control. I was starving skinny, now my weight up, got no energy for haters. See you trying, see you later. I'm shooting for the stars, need no laser beam blowing like the greatest, but it's one who's always greater. Yo, go dummy, go beast on them. I go beast, go deep, I OD on them. I OD, apply pressure, put heat on them. Put that 500 degrees on them. 500 degrees, go dummy, go beast on them. I go beast, go deep, I OD on them. I OD, apply pressure, put heat on them. Put that 500 degrees on them. Smile good, skin clear. This here